Hi friends, I am Madhyalagan, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Applications, DRSNSRCAS College of Arts and Science. Today topic for forensics readiness planning and its benefits. It's the topic under for introduction to digital forensics. So digital forensics is a field that is still evolving. It can be defined as the use of computers and information system knowledge. It is called as IS, coupled with the legal knowledge to analysis in a legally acceptable manner digital evidence acquired, processed and stored in a way that legal acceptable. Legally will go for the digital forensics. It is the involved computers and information systems knowledge. First one thing, the digital forensics tends to be mainly used for the investigations that are geared toward legal or law enforcement issues that are likely to end up in court. Hence, the emphasis on the legal acceptability. Digital evidence is the extremely validly and can be easily lost or distorted. There is the need to the preserve and handle the digital evidence in a manner that will be ensure that it is the not and do not appear to have been distorted or destroyed. So digital forensics tools and techniques can also be used to recover the lost file and for internal administrations such as monitoring or investigating abuse. So digital forensics tools and techniques can be used to trace and investigate what may be have occurred or led to an innocent to retrieve the lost data and to gather evidence for use by an organization against the person or entity or to be defend the organization. Chain of custody, so referred to as the continuity of the evidence in the UK. It's the required to provide assurance that digital evidence has been gathered, processed, handled and stored with due care such that it is not altered or destroyed or that such cannot be inferred. Chain of custody involves documentation of the how digital evidence is acquired, processed, handled, stored and protected, and who handled the evidence and why. From the point of collections to it is being presented as an exhibit, for example, of court in the court or at of the board hearing. An organization can carry out of the digital investigations and it is the one whereby evidence is not going the court, such as for employee monitoring. So where that is the considered acceptable, such as the cases many not necessarily require the handling, the evidence is not the legally acceptable manner. So chain of custody. But there is the possibility that such investigations could be open a can of the worms. Something the required legal actions may be uncovered. For example, sabotage and fraud. In such a case, evidence being presented in the court must be collected and documented in the legally accepted manner of the administrability. Digital forensics can also be used for the audit investigations and can be very useful when the investigation fraud. And as the auditor can be forensics tools techniques to the monitor and review the compliance with the organizational policies and regularity requirement. So for example of digital forensics can help discover and trace the unauthorized internet access by the employee, loopholes and vulnerability in the network. This type of analysis and determine the use of discovery for the handle and preservation of the future attacks. What is the forensics readiness? So it is the use for the forensics readiness. It is the defined as the forensics readiness as the achievement of the appropriate level of the capability and organization of the order of the able to the collect, preserve, protect and analyze the digital evidence, so that this evidence can be effectively used by the any legal matter in the disciplinary matter, in employment tribunal or the court of the law. So other defined forensics readiness is the ability to the organization maximize it is the potential of the digital evidence. So while the minimum of the investigations. So in the organization general, a lot of digital evidence and records, such as the data and records can be becoming accuracy species evidence of the unwanted incident. Some of the digital evidence is stored and preserved as a part of the disaster recovery to the business continuity process as well as the document readiness policies. So could be the in the form of the backup file. So monitoring record such as the CCTV footage also constitute of the part of the digital evidence. So it is the digital evidence that may be or not be taken seriously. So it is the use of the not red line availability. It is the investigations becoming necessaries. Such evidence could be in the form of the casual communication such as the email, social network messages and activity that was the carried out of the workstation and mobile devices. So this type of use of process, so digital evidence is the appropriate record and stored even for the indicate task place. So this is the following of the distributed transactions and allegation of the employee miscount, showing the legal and regularity compliance. So avoid of the negotiations and branches of the contract charges. So assistant law enforcement investigations. So meeting disclosure requirement in the civil claims and supporting the insurance claims when the loss of occur. Thank you.